Picture this, the year is 1250. In our world, the Tonga Empire is absolutely ruling Polynesia, with chiefs from Samoa and Fiji sending tribute like it's no big deal. But here's where the story takes a cool turn. Under a visionary monarch, the Tonga isn't just about collecting tribute. They're investing in massive double-hulled fleets that are seriously impressive. Imagine sailing across the vast Pacific with advanced navigation and star charts. How epic is that? Tongans are boldly pushing beyond the known horizons, and soon Samoa, Fiji, and even parts of Micronesia are firmly under their influence. Trade routes are stretching across the Pacific like arteries of an empire, connecting cultures and creating a vibrant exchange of goods and ideas. It's like a bustling marketplace on the ocean, and you can just feel the energy. The shock is immediate. Chiefs once autonomous now tied tightly to Tonga court at Mue. Canoes laden with yams, pigs, kava, and mats pour into capital. Priests declare empire divinely chosen. Carved stone monuments rise, celebrating reach of Tongan arm. Across Pacific, whispers spread. Tonga is not just chiefdom, it is kingdom of seas. Zoom into lives. A Tongan navigator, eyes on stars, guides fleet far into open ocean. A Samoan chief, humbled, bows before Tonga emissary. A Fijian warrior, once raider, now serves in imperial guard. A child in Mua listens as grandmother chants legends of empire's reach. Culturally, expansion really boosts Polynesian pride in such vibrant ways. Think about Tongan dances and those incredible kava ceremonies that bring people together. You can see how architecture across the islands merges with local traditions, creating a beautiful blend. Canoe carving. It's not just craftsmanship. It's an art form that tells stories of an empire. The Tongan language has become the go-to for Pacific trade, connecting communities. Plus, oral histories keep alive the legends of emperors as ocean lords, celebrating their epic journeys across the waves. It's like a living tapestry of culture and history, right? Religion strengthens rule. Priests claim Tonga descends from Tangaloa, god of sky. Victories framed as divine destiny. Shrines across islands rededicated to Tongan gods, but syncretic faith blends Samoan and Fijian deities absorbed, forming imperial pantheon. Spiritual unity reinforces political power. Zoom again. A priest sprinkles kava across temple stones, blessing fleet. A chanter recites genealogy linking Tonga to gods. A canoe builder chisels prow with sacred motifs. A dancer performs lakalaka in Samoa, pride swelling as imperial anthem plays. Globally, ripple grows. By 1400s, Tongan Empire rivals Southeast Asian kingdoms. Its fleets reach Solomon Islands, New Guinea, even northern Australia. Encounters with Chinese junks bring trade porcelain for sandalwood, silk for pearls. Tonga's presence felt in South China Sea centuries before Europeans, for Pacific identity reshaped. Instead of scattered chiefdoms, empire builds shared Polynesian consciousness. Hawaiians hear of Tonga and strengthen their own kingship. Mbori and Aotearoa, meeting Tongan envoys, forge alliances. Pacific no longer passive but active in shaping destiny. Economically, empire thrives. Tribute system supports palaces at Mua, canals for irrigation, vast feasts uniting clans. Trade networks link Pacific to Asia, pearls, kava, and fish exchanged for metal tools and cloth. Wealth builds monuments of coral and stone rivaling anchor. By 1500s, ripple deepens. When Europeans sail Pacific, they meet not isolated islands but Tongan fleets. Spanish galleons in Pacific find themselves shadowed by double-hulled canoes. Dutch traders bargain with Tonga court, not dictate terms. Colonization delayed Pacific stronger. Zoom once more. A Spanish captain in 1565 writes, "These Tongans sail farther than we imagined." A Dutch merchant in 1600 bows before Tonga, offering muskets for sandalwood. A Hawaiian priest marvels at Tongan chants, taking them home. Mbori carver etches story of imperial alliance into wood. By 1700s, Tonga still supreme. When Britain arrives with Cook, they find empire too powerful to subdue. Instead of friendly islands ripe for colonization, Tonga greets Cook with royal fleets. Britain forced to trade, not conquer. Pacific independence lasts longer. By 1800s, ripple global. While Hawaii falls under U.S., Tonga resists, backed by centuries of empire. Christianity arrives, but monarchy adapts. King George II I strengthens throne with both Bible and tradition. Empire modernizes, building schools and fleets, joining world on own terms. By 1900s, Pacific colonization weaker. Samoa and Fiji, long tied to Tonga, resist foreign control. Polynesian Federation forms under Tongan leadership. Germany, Britain, and U.S. frustrated. No easy colonies here. Pacific voice stronger at League of Nations after WWI. By the time World War II rolled around, Tonga turned out to be super crucial. Instead of just being a tiny ally, it became a real naval power. Polynesian fleets teamed up with the Allies, slowing down the Japanese advance. Sure, Pearl Harbor was still attacked, but the Pacific defense got a serious boost. You know, Polynesian soldiers fought bravely under a united flag, and their haka and lakalaka performances echoed across the battlefields, bringing a sense of pride and unity. It was more than just a fight, it was about standing together and showing strength. This spirit really made a difference in the Pacific theater, showcasing how even smaller nations can have a huge impact when they come together. What an inspiring chapter in history, right? In the 1960s, decolonization really took off. The Polynesian Federation was already free and stepping up to mentor others. The Pacific Bloc came together at the UN, speaking as one. Tonga even hosted protests against climate issues and those nuclear tests in Mororo. It's amazing how Pacific solidarity was forming way earlier than we think. By 1980s, ripple global. Pacific Bloc controls vast ocean, e.g., tuna and seabed minerals. Japan, US, and China must negotiate. Polynesian culture globalized earlier. Hula, haka, lakalaka filling stages worldwide. Diaspora strong, but homeland sovereign. By 2000, Tonga a respected monarchy, blending tradition and modernity. Rugby World Cup sees Polynesian Federation team rivaling giants. Climate talks and Nuku'alofa thunder with Pacific voice. Oceans not forgotten margins, but heart of world politics. In the 1960s, decolonization really took off. The Polynesian Federation was already free and stepping up to mentor others. The Pacific Bloc came together at the UN, speaking as one. Tonga even hosted protests against climate issues and those nuclear tests in Mororo. It's amazing how Pacific solidarity was forming way earlier than we think. And over in Tonga Tapu, a child listens intently to the powerful chant. We were never conquered, we ruled the seas. It's not just words. It's a celebration of heritage and resilience. This connection to the ocean runs deep in our cultures, reminding us of our shared history and strength. How inspiring is that, by late 20th century, world reshaped. Colonization weaker, Pacific stronger, indigenous pride global. Tonga proves small islands can build vast empires, steering history by stars. Would this world be better? For Pacific, yes, unity, pride, sovereignty intact. For colonizers, no easy conquest, fewer colonies. For world, richer cultures preserved, oceans respected. In our history, Tongan Empire shrank, eclipsed by colonial powers. But had it expanded, Pacific might stand today as great oceanic civilization, not fragmented archipelago. What do you think, folks? Could Tonga have really spread its wings and expanded that far, or were the oceans just too massive and the empires too weighty to handle? It's a fascinating thought, right? Imagine the stories of those brave voyagers who set sail across the vast Pacific. Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to subscribe to Sheriff Reactions. Hit that bell for daily flips where we dive into not just what happened, but also what could have been. Let's explore the endless possibilities together.